Does the UCS Venator kind of suck? I'm not too sure at this moment, but I think I'll have a really clear idea by the end of this review. Welcome to another Quinn Builds review. Today we are looking at the behemoth of a UCS Venator. I was super duper excited to see this set come out, and I have gotten less and less excited since I started building it. So first, I think we'll go over the positives because I don't think it'll take me nearly as long to get through those than the latter. The first cool thing I would say is all the tiny little details on the outside of the ship. There are turrets everywhere. There are little instruments and kind of like your grates and your vents and all kinds of other things that a intergalactic space machine needs. And there were no stickers to kind of assimilate those things. We got all pieces, and like doing them was kind of hard, but ultimately it was really, really cool to see that kind of come together and see all the edges and the turrets and everything get their little details. My next favorite thing is something I'm not sure we're going to be able to see again because I don't know if I ended up taking a video for it. So if you're seeing it right now, giant sword right now. This is super cool. I am very happy with this sword thing. Look at this. That's pretty cool. Then you're welcome. I found the video for it. But my favorite part of this set was right in the beginning when you're putting together like the Technic frame. It was like you were holding a great sword. And that makes me very confident that eventually we will get some kind of large sword something in Lego. Hopefully, probably not because it's technically a weapon, but we'll see. Maybe we will, maybe we won't. Speaking of the internal Technic system, I do like that we got a built-in stand. It makes it feel incredibly sturdy sitting on its own, and you don't have to like worry about how to pick it up. Like it's really easy to just pick it up, unlike the Star Destroyer where you kind of had to, you know, well, no, wait, the Star Destroyer had its own stand, did it? I don't know. I haven't built it. This is my first UCS set, everybody. Don't come after me. This is my first UCS set that I ever built, other than the Death Star, which it's technically a UCS set, but I'm not like overly confident that that is like the same as these UCS sets. So I guess the built-in stands might actually be a negative because you can't take them off the stand without having to like unbuild. So yeah, okay. So put that in the negative pile. Okay, that's where that goes. More positives. More positives. Well, it is a fantastic display piece. It is a behemoth. It is super, super cool looking. It really blows this little guy out of the water in spectacle, at least. So I think that's like the last good thing I'll be saying about this set. Let's kind of jump into the negative. Do you like hearing things twice? Do you like hearing things twice? No? Oh, crazy. That's so weird. Because if you do, then this set is definitely, definitely for you because that's all you do is the same thing twice. You built a wing on this side, you're going to build a wing on this side. You built a front on this side, you're going to build another front on this side. You built one of these, you're going to build another one of these. You built these propulsion systems on this side, you're going to build them on this side. The whole thing is a symmetrical nightmare. And like for me personally, you know, you get through the first one, it's really hard, and then the second one goes a little bit faster, but then Lego decides to like change up the directions a little bit. Like they might skip one step or do a step sooner or later than the first time, and it's just a mess. It's a mess, and I hate it. I hate that they do that. Now, it's not as bad as having to do something like 64 times or 25 times. You're just doing it twice, but these are large portions, okay? I'm talking we're taking 3 bags out of the box at one time, splaying it everywhere, and having to build, and that's just for one side, and then you gotta grab another 3 bags for the other side. It's an absolute disaster, and it just takes forever, and it's boring. That's why I don't consider the UCS Death Star like the same as this UCS set, because these UCS sets are boring. They are simply display pieces. They are not meant to be very fun. Beep, 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 beep. Beep, pew, Like the UCS Death Star was so detailed, so many cool little Easter eggs, so much playability, so much awesomeness. This, you literally just get to look at it and you put it on a shelf that you have to buy because nobody owns a shelf big enough to hold this behemoth. So you have to buy a new shelf, put it up, and then you can finally display your Venator. I've been having it sit on this table for a very long time because I have nowhere else to put it yet. Next bad thing is it feels very unstable. Not stable. It's not very stable. You've got these propulsion systems, they're very loose, some of them, and like they're not very like well put together, and I feel like they're gonna pop off. When you touch it, it feels like one of the wings is gonna pop off or one of the flaps is gonna fly off. There's like nowhere to grab it. Is there? No. There's nowhere to like grab it like the maybe there is. I don't know. You have to like everybody holds it like this. You have to hold it like this. If you don't hold it like this, something's gonna break. I can guarantee you. And like that just really stinks because when you're putting something together that's this huge, you know, they should have the opportunity to make it sturdy. Like you're having me put all these pieces together, have it be sturdy. Just like have it be sturdy. It's not that hard. Next thing that I was very disappointed about is the micro gunship. I was really hoping that it was going to be a little bit more detailed, a little bit bigger. I thought we had the space for it, but once we got about halfway through building this, I was like, yeah, there's no way there's going to be enough room to make this like a cool thing. Don't get me started on the fact that Lego did not send me enough red tile pieces for this set. I was going through and I was like, why is there this giant black tile piece? And lo and behold, I get to the last step and I'm like, oh my God, that was for right there. That really, really stinks. So now I got to reach out or I got to go on Bricklink. I got to buy that piece or else my Venator is going to look stupid on the shelf. All right, last bad thing I will say. There are some mixed feelings about this portion that I'm about to get into here. So let me know in the comments below where you stand. But I hated waiting till the very last step to get my Captain Rex and my Admiral Yularen. I hated it. I hated it. I hated it. I hated it. I wanted to have it. I was like, okay, finish box one. Okay, they're not there. They're probably going to be at the start of box two. They weren't at the start of box two. They were at the end. And now some people are saying, oh, it was like a reward for finishing the whole thing. And like, I get that. After 20 hours, I was like, finally, I get my Captain Rex. But I don't know. You can't give us the minifigs first in every other set and then give it to us last in this one. Horrible, horrible idea. I hope they never do it again. But again, let me know in the comments how you feel about that decision. Now, before I deem this a crappy set or not, I don't know how you guys have felt after your first UCS set, whether, it was boring or it was a lot harder than you thought, and it was like a grueling process with very little payouts. But for me personally, I think it kind of sucked. It's really cool and it's really great to like have it and be like, wow, I put this whole thing together. But I would much rather put something together that has a lot of detail, like the Avengers Tower or the UCS Death Star. A lot of detail, a lot of Easter eggs, a lot of fun. I like to have fun with these sets. So building this giant display piece just wasn't fun for me. So, and it might be fun for you and it might be relaxing. You might enjoy it. So I applaud you for that. But for me, it kind of sucks. Just sucks a little bit. But with all that being said, I will still give this set, an unbiased, because I'm a little bit biased, an unbiased 7 out of 10. Okay, building techniques were good. The figs, even though there were only 2 for a $600 set, they were good figs. Even though one of them's not exclusive anymore. Whatever, we won't get into that. And just like the overall appearance, size, and just awesomeness of this set. Because once you like look past all the details and you just look at this, it's amazing. It's really, really cool. So 7 out of 10 for this set. Let me know what you guys thought of this set in the comments. And don't forget to smash that subscribe button and the bell so that you know when our next video is going to be posted. I am sorry for our small hiatus, but I promise you we got a lot of awesome videos coming your way. And as always, a big old toutes les more from me, and good night, everybody.